Hi everyone, it's Tanya here from Hand in Hand Homeschool. Now, I have done a video on Dyslexia Games Series A, which I gave quite a bit of info on, so you might want to watch that one first. This is for Series B, this video, and it's for kids who are reading not too great, probably not at age level, or year level, say 8, 9 plus, having letter reversals. So my daughter, we've got a little suspicions, but nothing formally diagnosed, but she definitely has issues with writing and reversals. Now, she's not quite reading at age level, but her reading has improved heaps this year. So we're hoping that this is just going to help. Now, as I said in my other videos, these Dyslexia Games books help with a range of other things like dysgraphia, a whole host of other fine motor issues, writing issues, a whole host of stuff. Now, for kids that you suspect have dyslexia or are dyslexic, they recommend that this replace the language arts program, that you use no other language arts program for them while they use this. And this is supposed to take 2 to 3 months to complete, so roughly a term, maybe a little longer. Depends how much you do, I guess. So she will be doing some reading with me and probably just this as her main language arts program. The reason is because it is very mentally taxing and very mentally challenging. It may not look it, but it does involve a lot of concentration. The idea is behind these is that it engages the right brain, I believe. I'm no expert, but from what I read, engages the right brain to help look for those subtleties which dyslexia, kids struggling with dyslexia struggle with. So, Arts, Games, Puzzles and Mystery Patterns, Series B, Book 1. Intriguing mind games that sharpen the skills necessary for success in reading, writing and maths. As I said in my last video, I bought the PDF version so I could reuse for my younger child. And got this printed at Officeworks, 10 cents page. I paid 80 cents for like a plastic cover at the front and a cardboard protection on the back just to make sure it doesn't go yucky. Okay, and there are, I think, 8 books in this series. And each one kind of has a different feel to them. So they kind of don't get a bit over it. Well, I'm hoping anyway. As I said, we haven't used these yet, but we will do this term. We're on school holidays at the moment, so in a couple of weeks we'll give it a try. So this is just a bit of a look-see into the program and the books. But I will do another review when we are using them, and at the end actually, to see if it actually did help. Well, all the reviews say yes, it's great. So, number 1. So, starting with quite simple puzzles, which my daughter will love. She actually has really good fine motor skills, not like my 2 sons, but she has fantastic fine motor skills and is a fabulous artist. So she saw this and thought, yay, this is awesome. And can't believe that this is her language arts program. So looking at, just a few letters, B's and D's. Following lots of patterns. So starting off a bit more simpler. And I guess she'll just love this. And getting a bit more difficult. So copying the letters, and which is really good because she hates writing without seeing the letters. She really wants to see what she's writing. She often does N's as U's. M and N, she obviously, she always says, or which one is it, one with the 2 hills or the one hill? She often does numbers the wrong way around. But it can be starting to get a bit more mentally fatiguing here. Okay. Following patterns, getting that right brain engaged. I won't show all of it. Don't want the video to be super long and bore you guys. But yeah, by the end of this book, it's getting quite intricate. Oh, that's some letter work. And every page is different, which is good because they can get bored really easily, especially if something's a bit challenging. At least it's a fresh page, a new set of challenges, something new to do. So by the end, it's quite intricate and challenging. Okay, so that's the first book. And like each book is like, let's say 28 pages. It's about 4 pages a day you're supposed to do. So, you know, it'll take a few weeks, then you're on to the next book. Which is a different kind of feel. This one's the IQ challenge, book 2. 30 games, mind teasers to boost intelligence and build a solid foundation for reading, writing and maths. So this one's a similar feel. So I guess it kind of starts off in the feel that the last book was. So the kids feel, I guess, confident moving forward. Getting a bit more intense. Oh, very intense there. So you can see why, 4 kind of pages is the maximum. It's supposed to do it in like a fine tip Sharpie, a fine tip pen. And I did tell my daughter about that and she was a bit hesitant in case she made some mistakes. And I said, that's okay if you make mistakes. That's what the book is for, to help you to see when you make those mistakes. So I'm not sure the rationale behind the fine tip pen. Maybe that's the reason why they can't kind of rub it out and so they have to concentrate more. So that's book number 2, which is quite similar to book number 1. Then this is book number 3, practice pages, a unique method of writing words, symbols, letters and numbers. Practice writing for kids who would rather be climbing trees. Well, it's most kids, isn't it? So practice pages. First of all, simply practicing letters, which is numbers, which is good because, as I said, she has some reversals. So that's really simple, not too overwhelming. I mean, some of the workbooks, as I said in my last video, for kids, it's just a whole lot of stuff they have to write. It's very intense and, it's a bit scary. Everything can be muddled up. And then after the practice pages, they get to more practice pages. Yes, copying the words, which again, she'll love, because she hates the thought of getting things wrong, so she can actually copy and write it correctly and correct formation. That's good. And there's, again, not too overwhelming, not too much on the page. I really like the design of this, quite simple, black and white. Getting to a couple of, I guess, 2 words. Okay, that's that one. Practice pages 2. Then we go to book 4, which is a word hunt, 30 fun games. Look for words all over the place and discover how to read and spell. This is really quite simple. It follows on from, there's exactly the same kind of book in series 1 for younger kids, series A, and look for 4-letter words. So they're all, if you've done series A, your child will already know how to do this. Look for 5-letter words, really simple, 6-letter words, 8-letter words. So slowly, I guess, getting them to write longer and longer words. And then back to some 8-letter words, some more puzzle type things. And then that's that book, word hunt book. But by this stage, if that kind of looks daunting, like writing that many words, which it might do and might be, this is like 4 books in, so hopefully it's a case of building up to that. Okay, book 5, animal art, mind training for kids who love art and animals, which is totally my daughter. Develop valuable reading and writing skills while learning how to draw animals. She will love. Amazing. This one says, use coloured pencils to add colour to the animals that you like the best. Oh. And that's a really good, she'll love that after doing a book like this where there's a lot of writing, to maybe give this as the the carrot at the end. Oh, once you finish that book, you'll have this book to do. Colouring, perfect. And complete the pattern. What's missing? Complete the drawing. Complete the pattern. This is great. She'll love this one. Missing details. Complete the drawings. I'm not going through all of them, guys. I'm missing quite a few pages. What's missing? Complete the drawings. Use colour. Complete the pattern. A bit more writing here. It's not too overwhelming. Complete the pattern. Each book's around 30 pages. So she'll love that book. Then we're on to book 6. Now there's 8 in the series. Book 6, Animal Talk, the art of teaching creative lessons to animal lovers, how to read and spell. Okay, so this is kind of like a bit of copy work. I'm really covering some language art stuff with poetry and spelling lessons. So it's kind of copy work, but not too overwhelming for them. So she sees it, she reads it, she copies it. That is much easier for her and much doable. And the words are here as well, so they can even cross it out when they're finished using it. Great, fabulous. And then the words disappear, so they've only got to read that and copy. Look how much harder it gets. Still pretty simple. Yep, still doable. About 30 pages of that as well. Yep. That's book 6. So not too heavy either. Book 7. Trying to zoom through this because there are a lot of books. Silly animal rhymes. Add your own words to make silly stories even funnier. Helping with story writing. That's fab. Poems to read and practice together. Creative writing exercise for beginners. Perfect. So how does this start? Yes, that's a bit of reading. And then add your own words and pictures to make a silly poem. Okay. And it goes on. Basically, they read and then they make their own. Read and then make their own. Read and then they make their own. Oh, and there are, I forgot to show, a list of words they can draw from in the first couple of pages to fill out those silly rhymes. There you go. So you could even photocopy that and have that out so the kid can refer to. And you use them to fill in one of their silly rhymes. And drawing, she'll love that. Okay, that one's a bit longer actually. That's about 40 pages, that one. And the last book is Creative Copy Work. 45 great fun lessons, the most natural way for children to learn by copying others. Great. So, copy work again. This time, the only thing about this is there, and then they've got to fill out there, so I might need to do some photocopying. Oh no, I see what they've done. So they're copying that. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. So only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passages, 5 sentences in a page, which is not too much, because that a kid with, you know, writing or reading issues will look at that and go, oh, copy all that, that's going to take me forever. I have to just copy 1 word or 5 sentences. That's much attainable and it doesn't look too hard and scary. That's great. I like that approach. Great, and then it gets a bit more complicated, I think. Let's have a look. What's this? So maybe copying the whole thing, which again is not too many words, not big sentences. So starting quite tame. And then what does it build up to? Right at the very end, what's this? That one. Okay, now that is quite a lot. So let's see if she gets to that, doing that, without taking it her 5 hours. Lots of pages. Okay, so that is a little look-see of Series B. Like I said in the first video, do contact Thinking Tree or Dyslexia Games and ask for a discount code. If you're kind of buying multiples, I've got a great discount, 25% off. Hope you enjoy the video, guys, and I hope it helped. Bye.